good luck. I will do my best to mind chat, but my multitasking skills are... So anyway, here we go. We will see what happens. We're just going to do this run, no resets. Oh, I'd forgotten what the flowers look like. That's cute. And yeah, we'll see where we end up. Oh, that was... Cool. I was like, I'm terrified of talking because I don't want to screw up my prologue here. This is where I'm like, I'm still that bit rusty enough that I cannot rely on some of that muscle memory, and screwing up the prologue just feels bad. Yeah, agreed. Anytime I see people doing Celeste runs, it brings me joy because, I mean, like, look, it is not an underrated speed game because it is a very, very rated speed game. But it's so good. And it deserves all of the love that it gets. Oh, come on. Okay, moment of truth. Yeah, check it out. Oh my god. Please, please, Madeline. There we go. That screen should not be challenging and messes with me every time. I need to just sit down one day and just be like, all right, we're grinding reps on that screen. I take it you are also a Celeste runner, JB? This is a chapter that I have actually been doing some work on recently and trying to tighten up my movement. So it feels good when I get it, but it is not consistently being got at this point. That was pretty decent though, except for the bit where I retried instead of skipping the cutscene. Oh, come on. That hurt. Figured out an entry I liked into that room. I have forgotten it, and that makes me sad. that awake again. I've been practicing, and then I'll miss little things and be like, okay, don't know what to do now. You don't speedrun, but you play the game. Getting every berry, excellent. Oh, yeah, Goldens is such a challenge. Good luck. That is something every now and then I'm like, I should go try getting Goldens, and I've got my C's. I don't think I even have all the A's. I got the C's because I was like 3 screens I can do. 1 A, B, C, 2 A, B, C. Oh wow, you're doing them in that order. Ah, okay. Yeah, look, you've got far more Goldens than me. I don't have the patience. It's such a grind, and when you get towards the end of a chapter, oh, it hurts. Speaking of chapter 3, no. Chapter 3 hurts me when I am being well practiced. Although it's already going a lot better than my last run, so... You know, maybe this is what I chickened out there. Oh, that really hurts. There we go. No, that was slow. It's tricky being like, I know in my head a lot of the time what I need to be doing at this point. Like, I've remembered the movement. Oh dear. What was that? There we go. But sometimes I can't think about it fast enough, and I don't have the muscle memory back in check yet. Which makes for some great sections of gameplay, and then some very scuffed sections of gameplay. That said, it is very satisfying when things start to click again, and I go, oh, I remember this. I'm looking forward to remembering faster movement for huge mess. Oh dear, that was awful. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much for hanging out. I don't know if you're still here or not, but if you're still here, good luck with the berry hunt. I appreciate the GL. Now we'll get back into focus mode. Oh, I straight up don't know the death cycle for this screen, so that's all I can do. Rarely do I die there, but when I do, it is bad. Speaking of being out of practice, I'm really relying on some muscle memory there. So it's nice when it works. And here I've been playing super safe, because I don't want to do the start of that room again. This screen has taken a lot of unlearning of the ordered berries route. Oh, nope, not bad. There we go. That was quite slow. Alright. Oh, really? That hurts. This screen will never not be my nemesis. And I could just take it a little bit safer. But what would be the fun in that, you know? There we go. First try. No one was watching. Everything is fine. First try. We got a green section. We got a green section. Which, you know, when we're derusting, we take those. We take those. Alright, chapter 4 is the other chapter I have actually been working on. So we will see how it goes. It's a real double whammy of I've been practicing it, so in theory I'm better at it, but also I've been practicing harder strats, which means I sure screw them up more. What's up, demo? Shout out to Layla. At the pace that I'm doing things, I reckon that learning the up demo there was so not worthwhile, but it lets me make a pun. And that some things are more important than speed. Such as going up to that ledge for no reason. Oh, and dying. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. We recovered. Everything is fine. Lars Gerhardt was never here. Ooh, that's the first time I've gotten that screen first try in a long time. So maybe we're learning. Oh, that's not what that's meant to look like then. Or that. Sure. Was good. That may be my best ever chapter 4. I don't think I've ever gotten sub 3 minutes. So yay for learning, yay for practicing. We love to see it. Woot woot. Alright. Now, speaking of chapters I haven't practiced, this is where things might start to fall apart a little bit. Or rather, not this. 5A is going to be fine. 5A, we're doing all red berries. 5B, however, it's been much longer since I've played seriously. Also, sometimes I take the wrong route still. Come on. Yeet. Just a small yeet. We take those. Oh, the timing on this screen has been hurting me. Sure. Apparently that's still better than my average. Which says a lot about how much better my movement has gotten over time. The moment of truth. Can we do Bub's drop without particularly practicing it? No, we cannot. Last run I got this second try, so we'll see how this goes. Hey, second try. We are nothing if not consistent. I don't have a strategy for the end of that room, I just hope. Which is stressful. That's fair. I don't remember what my entry cycle is there. So, you know. And I forgot. I've been dying there, and I don't know what I'm doing differently. But I need to wait in one of these bubbles for now, until I figure out a better strat. So, that's fine. that's not what we do there. That's also not what we do there. There we go. Nope, that's not what we do there. That's what we do there. First try. That's another one where I haven't really figured out the specific movement. I'm just sort of doing stuff, and it usually works. Okay. I don't know how I did that. I think I was holding down and Madeline dropped Theo accordingly. So that's probably on me. The nice thing about the game where when you screw up, it sure is probably on you. It would be nice if it was on me a little bit less, though. That was upsetting. Come on, come on. There we go. Oh, that forgetting to pick up Theo was deeply upsetting there. I just like I didn't even just reset because I could just feel the death coming and it felt so inevitable I wasn't even going to hurry it along. That's alright. Alrighty, chapter 6. Alright, I need to remember I want to change hat before I do chapter 7, just for a little bit of variety. So, this is me remembering. In approximately 6.5 minutes time, I need to change my hat. I refuse to not do lake skip. There we go. Sometimes you just need to be definitive in your goals, you know? Well, heaven. Oh no. Chapter 6 is a really interesting one for where I'm at the moment, because I put a fair bit of work into it when I was doing all red berries, and it's literally the same chapter because there are no berries in this chapter. So it means that I've got like decent movement that I knew once. But I've forgotten a lot of the specifics. So there's bits that are very clean, and then there are bits that are decidedly less so. I guess another way of saying it is like, the movement that I do know of chapter 6 is the like most up to date compared with my other chapters. of what is considered what is currently dumb. But only when I remember what it is. Nope. Come on. Whoa, why did I do that? Cool. Let's say that's what I was going for. Hello? There we go. Alright, the number that I have in my head from the olden times was that I was pretty happy if I was here at 334. So, despite some interesting movements, this is still fine. Yeet. Medium yeet. Where am I meant to go there? Just a simple thing. I keep trying to go too fast and just doing complete wrong things. But I was dead there. Oh, I haven't been hit by that in a while. I don't know if I've ever died there. Sometimes you just gotta find new ways to die after playing this game for 1100 hours, you know? Keep it fresh. Cool. Cool, saved that. Madeline, please jump when I tell you to. That would be nice. There we go. I really like the movement on those two screens because I kind of figured out my own version of what I wanted to do. And it brings me joy that it brings me so close to death, but doesn't kill me. Okay. A perfectly average chapter 6. Alright, and I have remembered that I need to change my hat. So before we go into chapter 7, mod options, we are going to Hatterlin. It's a fair way down. I have many mods enabled at the moment because I am playing Strawberry Jam. And we're going to wear intro car. Because there's only one correct choice of hat. And it is intro car. Alrighty. Final stretch. I'm never prepared for how stupid it looks. And I'm going to regret this because it's going to put me off. That's alright. We do it for the memes. Ah! Well, that wasn't right. It is genuinely quite off-putting having a sprite on top of Madeline's head that is significantly bigger than her. And anytime I'm trying to focus on precise, like, frames of reference, I just have a car that I'm looking at. Especially because it's so animated. Oh no. Oh dear. Saved it. Anytime that I don't get as much height as I expect to as well, it's because there's a car on my head. Not how you're meant to do that screen. That was close. But yeah, I'm like, obviously it's harder for Madeline to jump at the moment. She's balancing a car on her head. You would also have a harder time. Oh dear. You know it's crazy, but I swear there are times that my dashes are getting me less height or distance, whatever. And I'm like, it's the car. It's the car's fault, I swear. It's not me. Oh no. Nice. That giggle was because it looks like I had parked the car on top of the platform I was holding on to. It's an endless source of joy in it and hilarity, you know? Oh, I got scared of the snowball and I just stopped moving. And turns out what's scarier than possible snowball death is definite spike death. This room is my literal favourite room in any percent. Because in any percent I don't have to collect that berry. My god, I hate that berry. It turns out that perhaps the hardest berries to collect in the game are the ones where you just have to play the game as intended, instead of doing speedrun nonsense. Oh, please. Oh, this is genuinely, that was the car's fault. I was trying to line up my wall bounces with the side of the car instead of the side of Madeline. Who would have thought that putting a giant extra sprite on your head would make things harder? That's brilliant. Vroom. No, okay, if I'm gonna have to do any screen several times, I'm glad it's one where I get to look at that, but it would be nice to not die in stupid places. Hello? There we go. That's just, it's such a good animation. That was wrong. Okay. Genuinely shocked I didn't lose more time there. Oh no, oh no. Genuinely, anytime I look at the car, I get distracted. So in retrospect, by some metrics, maybe putting it on for Chapter 7 was not my finest idea. But by other metrics, it's really funny. Like jump. That was close. Oh no. Oh, that was very close. Lining up that spot, that gap with a car on your head. Quite challenging. Yeah, it's not as good as the bubble, but better with car is also pretty good. Oh. All right. And that's the run. Under 38 minutes. Is honestly something I will take at the moment. I've been slowly derusting just over. I've only started doing runs again over the last week or so. And it's coming back to me pretty quickly, which is nice. I'm hoping I can get that down again into that 36, 35 mark soonish. But in the meantime, that's Celeste Any %. And I'm going to stop recording there. Bye.